In the quiet suburbs of Willow Creek, where maple trees whispered secrets to the wind and picket fences guarded modest dreams, lived Ethan Harper. At 42, Ethan was a man whose life had been etched by loss and rebuilt with quiet resilience. A widower for 5 years, he raised his 12-year-old daughter, Lily, alone in a cozy 2-story house that creaked like an old friend. The house, once filled with laughter and the scent of homemade apple pie, now echoed with the softer sounds of survival, Lily's piano lessons, Ethan's late-night shifts as a mechanic at the local garage, and the occasional sigh of exhaustion. Ethan's wife, Sarah, had passed away from a sudden illness, leaving behind a void that no amount of overtime could fill. To make ends meet, he decided to rent out the spare room upstairs. It was a practical choice. The tuition for Lily's private school was climbing, and the garage's owner had hinted at layoffs. He posted an ad on the community board and a few local sites. Cozy room for rent in family home. Quiet neighborhood. Perfect for student or professional. $600 month, utilities included. No pets, please. Responses trickled in: a young teacher who backed out last minute, a traveling salesman who needed something temporary. Then came the email from Isabella Izzy Monroe. Hi, Mr. Harper. I'm a college freshman at Willow Creek University studying environmental science. I need a place close to campus without the dorm drama. Your ad sounds perfect. Can I see the room this weekend? Her message was polite, straightforward, with a photo attached. A bright-eyed girl with wavy auburn hair tied in a loose ponytail, wearing a faded university hoodie and jeans that had seen better days. She looked like any other 19-year-old, eager, a little lost, carrying the weight of textbooks and dreams. Ethan met her on a crisp Saturday morning. Izzy arrived on a rusty bicycle, her backpack slung over one shoulder, a duffel bag balanced precariously on the handlebars. No fancy car, no entourage, just her, with a warm smile that crinkled the corners of her emerald green eyes. Thanks for showing me around, she said, extending a hand that was calloused from what she claimed was summer jobs at a nursery. Ethan liked her immediately, grounded, respectful. She didn't haggle on the price or complain about the slightly worn carpet in the room. Room's yours if you want it, he said after the tour. Just help out with Lily now and then. She's got this science fair project coming up, and I'm all thumbs with volcanoes. Izzy laughed, a light, melodic sound that filled the empty hallway. Deal. I love baking soda eruptions. By Monday, she had moved in. Her belongings were sparse: a laptop covered in stickers of endangered species, a stack of dog-eared novels by Jane Austen and Rachel Carson, a few potted succulents, and a worn quilt that smelled faintly of lavender. Ethan assumed she was scraping by on scholarships and part-time gigs, like most students. He never pried. Privacy was a luxury they both cherished. Life in the Harper household shifted subtly with Izzy's arrival. Mornings became a symphony of clinking cereal bowls and rushed goodbyes. Ethan would brew extra coffee, leaving a mug on the counter with a sticky note. Black 2 sugars, right. Izzy would respond with doodles of smiling faces or quick sketches of Lily's requested unicorn. Evenings brought tentative routines. Lily, with her braids and boundless curiosity, latched onto Izzy like a shadow. Can you teach me how to braid like that? Lily asked one night, pointing to Izzy's effortless waves. Soon, the living room floor was a tangle of hair ties and giggles. Ethan watched from the sidelines, a quiet observer. He was drawn to Izzy's ease, the way she hummed folk tunes while studying, or how she'd blast indie playlists during dinner prep, turning spaghetti night into an impromptu dance party. There was a spark in her, a quiet fire that reminded him of Sarah. But he kept his distance, burying any flicker of warmth under layers of dad duties and oil-stained work shirts. Izzy, for her part, reveled in the normalcy. She was Isabella Monroe, daughter of tech mogul Victor Monroe, whose empire spanned AI startups and renewable energy ventures worth billions. Her father had built Monroe Dynamics from a garage tinkering session into a global powerhouse, gracing Forbes covers and TED Talks. Izzy's childhood had been a whirlwind of private jets, galas in Monaco, and tutors who spoke more languages than she had fingers. But at 18, she'd rebelled. I want to earn my own way, she'd told her parents during a heated family dinner in their Manhattan penthouse. No trust fund, no security detail, just me figuring it out. Victor, ever the strategist, had relented with conditions. A modest allowance funneled through anonymous scholarships, a burner phone for emergencies, and a vow of silence. Her mother, Elena, a former opera singer-turned-philanthropist, had wept but understood. Izzy chose Willow Creek University for its top-tier environmental program and its distance from the spotlight. She dyed her hair darker, adopted thrift store chic, and became Izzy, the girl who biked to class and budgeted ramen noodles. Renting from Ethan was her boldest move yet, a real home, not a sterile apartment. For the first time, she felt unscripted, unseen. As autumn leaves painted the streets gold, the trio settled into a rhythm. Izzy aced her midterms, volunteering at a local wildlife sanctuary where she nursed injured owls with a tenderness that made Ethan's heart ache. Lily's science fair volcano erupted spectacularly thanks to Izzy's tweaks, earning a blue ribbon and a tearful hug from Ethan. "You're a wizard," he told Izzy over celebratory pizza, his blue eyes crinkling in a rare, unguarded smile. One rainy Tuesday, the cracks began to show. Ethan came home early from a slow shift, soaked to the bone, to find Izzy on the phone in the kitchen. Her voice was low, urgent. "Dad, I know, but it's fine. The roommate situation is perfect. No, really, Lily's like a little sister, and Ethan, he's just a good guy." A pause, then a sigh. "Send the check to the university, okay? Under the scholarship name, love you." Ethan froze in the doorway, water dripping from his jacket. "Dad?" The word hung in the air like a question mark. Izzy spun around, her face paling. "Oh, hey, shift end early." He nodded, forcing a grin. "Yeah, boss let us go. Everything all right?" "Yep, just family stuff." She busied herself with dishes, but the moment lingered, a pebble in their smooth stream. Weeks blurred into Thanksgiving. Ethan splurged on a turkey, enlisting Izzy's help for the sides. Lily chatted about school plays, oblivious to the undercurrents. As they carved the bird, Ethan's phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number. "Mr. Harper, this is Victor Monroe. Isabella speaks highly of you. Dinner at the estate tomorrow, we insist." Attached was a photo of Izzy as a child, gap-toothed and beaming on a yacht, Victor's arm around her. Ethan's fork clattered to his plate. "Izzy, what the hell?" The room went still. Lily looked up wide-eyed. Izzy's shoulders slumped, defeat etching her features. "Ethan, I can explain." She did, over the ruins of their meal. The billions, the rebellion, the deliberate anonymity. "I didn't lie about who I am now," she whispered, tears streaking her cheeks. "This, us, Lily, the room, it's real. The first real thing I've had." Ethan's mind reeled. The calloused hands, summer jobs at the family vineyard. The quilt, a gift from Elena monogrammed in silk. The bicycle, a prop to blend in. Anger bubbled, betrayal, the fear of being played. "You let me think you were just like us, scraping by, and now, this." Lily, sensing the storm, slipped her hand into his. "Daddy, she's still Izzy. She helped with my volcano." That night, Izzy packed. Quietly, methodically, folding her succulents into boxes. Ethan tossed in bed, Lily's soft snores from the next room a reminder of fragility. By dawn, resolve hardened. He couldn't let her go, not like this. He found her in the foyer, duffel in hand. Rain pattered against the windows like hesitant applause. "Wait," he said, voice rough. "Don't." She turned, eyes red-rimmed. "I get it, I should have told you." "You should have, but Lily needs you. Hell, I need you." The words tumbled out, raw and unpolished. "Not for your dad's money or whatever empire he's got. For the girl who dances to bad playlists and makes volcanoes explode. Stay, as Izzy." A beat, then her laugh, tentative, blooming. "You sure? My dad's sending a car, probably a limo." Ethan smirked, pulling her into a hug that smelled of rain and possibility. "Tell him to keep it. We've got a bicycle that seats two." Victor arrived the next day, not in a limo but a sleek black SUV, subtle for him. Tall, silver-haired, with the bearing of a man who'd negotiated with presidents, he stepped into the Harper home like he owned the block. Elena followed, elegant in cashmere, her eyes scanning the space with maternal appraisal. Lily hid behind Ethan's legs, peeking out like a fawn. "Daddy," Izzy said, bridging the worlds, "this is Ethan and Lily." Victor extended a hand, firm but not crushing. "Heard a lot about you, son. Fixing engines by day, raising a Spitfire by night. Respect." Ethan shook it, meeting the gaze of a titan. "She's been a godsend here, changed everything." Over coffee black, 2 sugars for Victor, who raised an eyebrow but sipped, conversations flowed. Elena bonded with Lily over piano duets, their fingers dancing across keys in harmonious chaos. Victor, to Ethan's surprise, shared stories of his own lean years, bootstrapping code in a dingy apartment, ramen-fueled all-nighters. Izzy's got that fire, he admitted, but she's got your heart now too. By evening, barriers crumbled. Victor offered no handouts, just an internship at Monroe Dynamics for Izzy's summer, environmental division, merit-based, and for Ethan, a quiet word to a friend in the auto industry, a lead on a better-paying gig. Not charity, Victor clarified, opportunity. As snow dusted Willow Creek that winter, the house transformed. Izzy's room stayed hers, succulents thriving on the windowsill. Lily's artwork adorned the walls, including a crayon portrait of the family, stick figure Ethan with a wrench, Lily with a unicorn horn, Izzy on a bicycle, and shadowy figures of Victor and Elena in the background, waving from a yacht. Ethan and Izzy's bond deepened in stolen moments, walks under starlit skies, hands brushing as they raked leaves. One spring evening, as cherry blossoms rained petals, he kissed her on the porch swing. "Billionaire's daughter or not," he murmured, "you're my girl." She leaned into him, the weight of secrets lifted, "And you're my home." In the end, fortune's shadows revealed not division, but light, a reminder that true wealth lay in the quiet rhythms of a creaky house, a girl's laughter, and a love forged in the unlikeliest of rooms. And so, in Willow Creek, where dreams rented space alongside reality, the Harpers and the Monroes wove a tapestry richer than gold.